Welcome back to Book Mint, the channel where we decode the world's best books to help you mint your own success. Today, we are not just summarizing a book. We are dismantling a lie that you have been told your entire life. We are diving deep into The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. If you have ever felt like the advice to go to school, get a good job, save 10% of your paycheck, and retire when you are 65 sounds like a trap, you are right. That is the slow lane. Today, we are going to show you the math and the mindset behind getting wealthy young, not when you are too old to enjoy it. Before we hit the gas, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Book Mint, and turn on notifications. It helps us bring these deep dives to you every week. Now, let's buckle up. Part 1. The Great Deception. Most people navigate their financial lives based on a roadmap that guarantees mediocrity. MJ DeMarco calls this the Great Deception. It is the idea that wealth is the result of a linear path. Go to college, get a degree, work 9 to 5, save money, invest in the stock market for 40 years, and then, finally, you will be rich. The problem with this roadmap is not that it does not work, it is that it takes forever. It relies on time as the primary variable. If you want to be a millionaire by the time you are in a wheelchair, the slow lane is perfect for you. But if you want financial freedom while you have the youth and energy to enjoy it, you need to throw that map out the window. DeMarco categorizes people into 3 distinct roadmaps: the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane. Let's break them down. Part 2. The sidewalk. The first roadmap is the sidewalk. The sidewalker lives for today. Their financial plan is non-existent. They spend everything they earn, and often more. You might think sidewalkers are just poor people, but that is a misconception. There are income-poor sidewalkers and income-rich sidewalkers. The income-poor sidewalker lives paycheck to paycheck, struggling to pay bills. But the income-rich sidewalker is more dangerous. This is the guy making $200,000 a year, but he spends $205,000 on luxury cars, designer clothes, and expensive dinners. He looks rich, but he has zero net worth. He is one missed paycheck away from disaster. The defining characteristic of the sidewalk is a lack of financial discipline and a belief that wealth is an event, not a process. Sidewalkers believe in the lottery. They believe in hitting it big at the casino. They are waiting for a miracle. They have surrendered control of their lives to external forces. They are victims of lifestyle servitude. If you are on the sidewalk, you have no future, because you have mortgaged it for today's pleasure. Part 3. The slow lane. Next, we have the slow lane. This is where the majority of society resides. This is the path your parents, your teachers, and society told you to follow. The slow lane is characterized by a sacrifice of today for the hope of a better tomorrow. The slow lane equation looks like this: wealth equals job salary plus market investments. The problem with this equation is that it is limited. Your salary is limited by time. You can only work 24 hours a day. You can only work for so many years. Even if you are a high-paid doctor or lawyer, you are still trading time for money. If you stop working, the money stops flowing. Slow laners are obsessed with intrinsic value, which is measured in units of time. They think in terms of hourly wages or annual salaries. They focus on saving pennies, clipping coupons, and waiting for compound interest to make them rich over 40 years. DeMarco argues that the slow lane is a risky game. You are betting on your health holding up for 40 years. You are betting on the stock market returning 8% every year. You are betting that the housing market won't crash just before you retire. You are giving up your freedom Monday through Friday for a slice of freedom on the weekend. You are trading 5 days of work for 2 days of freedom. That is a terrible trade. In the slow lane, you have no leverage. You can't control the economy, your boss, or the stock market. You are a passenger in your own life. Part 4. The Fast Lane. Now let's talk about the solution, the Fast Lane. The Fast Lane is a business and lifestyle strategy characterized by controllable, unlimited leverage. The Fast Lane roadmap is about creating systems that generate income independent of your time. It is about shifting from a consumer mindset to a producer mindset. In the Fast Lane, wealth is not calculated by your salary. It is calculated by your net profit plus asset value. Here is the key difference. In the slow lane, you earn money by linear growth, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the fast lane, you earn money by geometric growth, 2, 4, 8, 16. Fast laners build businesses, but not just any business. They build businesses that can survive without them. A fast laner does not own a job. They own a system. If you own a small coffee shop and you have to be there every morning to open the door and brew the coffee, you are not in the fast lane. You have just bought yourself a job. You are still trading time for money. A fast laner builds a franchise model or a software company or an invention that sells while they sleep. This brings us to the most critical part of the book, the sense framework. Part 5. The Sense Framework. If you want to know if your business idea has fast lane potential, it must pass the Sense test. Sense stands for control, entry, need, time, and scale. Let's examine each one. C is for control. To drive in the fast lane, you must control your business. You must control your price, your product, your marketing, and your operations. If you are building a business entirely on someone else's platform, you are violating the commandment of control. For example, if you are a YouTuber relying solely on ad revenue or an Amazon dropshipper, you are vulnerable. YouTube or Amazon can change their algorithm or terms of service overnight and wipe you out. You are playing in their sandbox. Real fast lane wealth requires you to own the platform, the brand, and the customer list. You want to be the driver, not the hitchhiker. E is for entry.
Urgent, grave, and immediately capturing attention. The commandment of entry states that as entry barriers fall, competition rises and margins fall. If anyone can start your business in a weekend with $50, it is not a fast lane business. Think about it. If getting into business is as easy as filling out a form, millions of people will do it. That is why network marketing or driving for Uber are not fast lane roads. They have zero barriers to entry. A fast lane business should be hard to start. It should require a prototype, a patent, a complex skill, or significant capital. The difficulty is the gatekeeper. The harder it is to start, the less competition you will have, and the more valuable your business will be. If it is easy, avoid it. If it is hard, pursue it. N is for need. This is perhaps the most important commandment, the commandment of need. Most people start businesses based on what they love. Do what you love is bad advice. The market does not care about what you love. The market cares about what it needs. Money is a reflection of value exchange. You get money when you solve a problem. If you want to make millions, you must solve a problem for millions. Stop being selfish. Stop thinking about what you want to do. Start looking at what creates pain or inconvenience for other people and fix it. DeMarco says, stop chasing money and start chasing needs. If you chase money, it runs away. If you chase needs and solve them, money throws itself at you. T is for time. The commandment of time requires that your business be detachable from your time. Can your business make money while you are not there? Can it make money while you sleep? If your income is tied to your physical presence, you have a ceiling. You can only work so many hours. To break the time barrier, you need automation. This could be software, digital products, rental properties, or a team of employees managing the operations. The goal is passive income, not do-nothing income, but income that is divorced from the direct hours you put in today. You work hard once to build the system, and the system pays you over and over again. S is for scale. Finally, S is for scale. The law of affection states that the more lives you affect, in scale or magnitude, the richer you will be. To make millions, you must affect millions. You can do this in two ways, magnitude or reach. Magnitude means you affect a few people a lot. For example, a brain surgeon saves a life. That is high magnitude. They get paid a lot. Reach means you affect millions of people a little bit. If you sell a candy bar for $1 to 10 million people, you have made $10 million. The Fastlane equation requires scale. If you open a local hot dog stand, your scale is limited to the people walking by on that street. You are capped. If you franchise that hot dog stand to 500 locations, you have scale. If you sell the hot dog recipe online to the world, you have scale. To be a billionaire, you must impact the world on a massive scale. Part 6. Wealth is a process, not an event. One of the biggest takeaways from MJ DeMarco is the distinction between process and event. Everyone wants the event. We want the sale of the company for $50 million. We want the IPO. We want the lottery win. But the event is just the tip of the iceberg. The event is the result of the process. The process is the long, hard, grueling work that happens behind the scenes. It is the late nights, the failures, the coding, the marketing, the rejection. Sidewalkers and slowlaners avoid the process. They want the result without the work. Fastlaners fall in love with the process. They understand that the grind is the toll you pay for the fast lane. You have to be willing to live like most won't so that you can live like most can't. Part 7. The Law of Affection. DeMarco emphasizes that you don't get rich by being greedy. You get rich by being selfless. This sounds contradictory, but it is the essence of capitalism. To make money, you must offer value. The amount of money you have is a direct report card on how much value you have provided to society. If you are broke, it means you have not provided value to the marketplace. When you shift your focus from how can I make money to how can I serve others, your entire perspective changes. You stop looking for shortcuts and start looking for problems. Problems are gold mines. A Fastlaner looks at a complaint and sees an opportunity. I hate waiting in line is an opportunity. This customer service is terrible is an opportunity. I can't find a product that does X is an opportunity.
Part 8. Execution is king. Ideas are cheap. We all have million-dollar ideas. The problem is, most of us treat ideas like gold and execution like dust. DeMarco argues the opposite. The idea is just the map. Execution is the vehicle. You can have the best map in the world, but if you don't get in the car and drive, you aren't going anywhere. Someone with a mediocre idea and brilliant execution will always beat someone with a brilliant idea and mediocre execution. Don't worry about someone stealing your idea. They won't steal your execution. They don't have your grit, your passion, or your vision. The fast lane is about taking massive action. It is about failing fast, learning, and pivoting. Part 9. Your vehicle. You are the vehicle to wealth. You need to maintain yourself. This means constant learning. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. In the slow lane, education ends at graduation. In the fast lane, graduation is where education begins. You must become a sponge for knowledge. Learn about finance, marketing, sales, copywriting, and leadership. But be careful. There is a difference between learning and mental masturbation. Reading 50 books about business without starting one is just procrastination in disguise. Learn just enough to take the next step, then take it. Part 10. Speed. The title of the book is The Millionaire Fastlane. Speed is essential. But speed doesn't just mean moving fast. It means moving without drag. Drag comes from toxic relationships, bad habits, and negative environments. If you are surrounded by slowlaners who tell you to be realistic, they are creating drag on your vehicle. You need to cut them loose. You need to surround yourself with other fastlaners. Speed also comes from focus. You cannot drive 2 cars at once. You cannot build 5 businesses at once. Focus on one system, one business, one problem until it is solved and automated. Then, and only then, do you move to the next. Conclusion. So, let's recap. The sidewalk is poverty. The slow lane is mediocrity. The fast lane is wealth. To enter the fast lane, you must switch from consumer to producer. You must build a business that follows the sense framework: control, entry, need, time, and scale. You must divorce your income from your time. You must solve problems for others. And you must execute relentlessly. The road to wealth is not easy. If it were, everyone would be on it. It is paved with potholes, detours, and accidents. But the destination is worth it. It is not just about the Ferraris and the mansions. It is freedom. The freedom to wake up when you want, go where you want, and do what you want. That is the promise of the Fast Lane. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Book Mint. We hope this deep dive into the Millionaire Fastlane has sparked a fire in you to take control of your financial destiny. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm show this to more people who need to hear it. Share this with a friend who is stuck in the slow lane. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a mint. Leave a comment below. Are you a sidewalker, a slow laner, or are you ready to merge onto the fast lane? Let us know. Until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and keep minting your success. Goodbye.